Today's episode invites gentle awareness and renewal. Namaste reminds us to check our posture, how we're holding ourselves through stress. Self-compassion asks us to name it and tame it when tension arises. Guided by the warm light of Vygotsky, we remember that clarity begins within. Fundamentally, the marksman aims at himself. Namaste, Witchlings! Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where magic meets mindfulness and we take a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Whether you're returning or joining us for the first time, I am so glad you're here, and hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with rose quartz today. Light a candle or some incense, settle in with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug, and let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if this space resonates, and don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing, it helps our Witchling community grow. Oh, Witchlings, we have the opportunity now for you guys to join us as Witchling members for 99 cents a month. Go ahead and, if you feel so called, hit that join button down below. Next. Next, we want to step into DieTheYogaWitch.shop, where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade, intention-infused jewelry, and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, puppy clothing, and more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. For an example of the earrings I make, I absolutely love these. I have little tarot card earrings. They are so cute. I know. They are so cute. Check these out. Because, well, I read tarot cards every day. I figured I'd make some tarot card earrings. Oh. They decided to flip. There we go. Now you can see them better. How about that? All right. That would be at DieTheYogaWitch.shop. Check those out. All right. Oh, we have a birthday today. Haha. Okay, let's see. Do I speak to spirits? I am not the best medium in the world, but occasionally I hear them. Hello, Joseph. Don't they, John? Have I considered creating altar cloths? I might. I would have to look at what is available through the site I use, but I might be able to do that. My lungs are not happy. The joys of being asthmatic during, the wet time of the year. Tried to buy a Christmas tree yesterday, but the guy asked me if I was going to put it up myself. No, I was thinking the living room. Yes. Yes. Oi, that totally sounds like the answer I would give. Chair is low, I think. Ooh, totally didn't look for a fur ball. Yep. Chair was just a smidge lower than it was supposed to be. And it makes a difference. We have birthdays today, y'all. The banner for the shop is still up, love. There we go. Okay, we are having a day here. I definitely look better on the camera now that I fixed my chair. Okay. Birthday! A shipmate and a fellow member of the Shitty Moms Club is celebrating her birthday today. Tiffany, my dear friend, I truly hope you and Minnie have an amazing day with that man of yours. Happy birthday. You deserve nothing but the absolute best. Happy birthday. We're also lighting our candle today for my dear friend Kev, who lost their soul dog, Sokka. It's been a rough week. And this is also for all of our witchlings and their loved ones who are dealing with tough situations right now. As I light this flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We also hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, keeping them gently and respectfully within our circle. And with the lighting of our candle, our sacred circle is now closed, and we extend an invitation to the ancestors to be with us here today. All right. Thank you, Andrea. Well, nobody's saying much of anything today. Sad face. Time for coffee. We do. We need to move both of them. Yes, I agree. I think that's part of why we went from like 18 to 8. That's true. Haha. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, he's doing something, so I'm going to chit-chat at y'all for a second. Yay! Yes! Please do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. We are under 200 hours to full monetization, y'all. I am so freaking excited. We are on schedule to hit that goalpost by New Year's Eve, and I am so freaking excited. This is so cool. Oh, that would be the best birthday present in the world, you guys. I'm so happy. Yes, we are doing a very special guided meditation for dealing with difficult relatives during the holidays. Oh, AutoMod is weird, isn't it? I'm so freaking happy about it. I am working on my year-end, my year-end review post. We have had such an eventful year. Ha ha. Theremins are cool instruments, though. But we have had such an eventful year. Oh my gosh. We have gone from, what, 500 subscribers, I think, at the end of last year to 1,300 plus this year. We have hit the monetization. I have been allowed to be a vendor at 2 Pacific Northwest Witches Market events this year. We were approved to be vendors at the MeWe Market. Oh, it's such a cool instrument, Andrea. But let's see. MeWe, Pacific Northwest Witches Market. We opened our shop this year with the earrings and all of that. Excuse me. Let's see what else. There has been other stuff that has happened. Oh, we got the Substack, the Buy Me a Coffee. We got all of our new content platforms up and running with getting regular content to them. On a personal note, I have added 3 grandkids to the family this year. The New Year, sometime around New Year's this year, my oldest non-biological daughter's partner proposed, so there's that. We have it's been one hell of a productive year. I hear you, Raven. We have, yeah, that some of that has happened in the extended family as well. Yes, it is always worth it to prevent Grandma from having a brain aneurysm. All right, my loves, my darlings, my witchlings. It is time to see. Yes. It is time to see what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. Please slam the hearts and the celebratory little wee thingamajiggers. It draws more attention to us. All right, we are going to move on to our holidays. All right, witchlings, how are you planning to honor today's holidays in your magic? Please let me know in the comments. I really, really, really love seeing how each of you celebrate these wonderful little holidays in your own unique ways. So let's see what today's holidays are. Well, John, we have your holiday. Last Minute Shoppers Day is a gentle reminder that perfection is overrated and intention matters more than timing. Excuse me. Whether you're grabbing a gift card, baking something heartfelt, or offering your time and presence, today honors the magic of showing up, even at the 11th hour. Some of the most meaningful gifts are simple, thoughtful, and rooted in care rather than polish. Next, we have National Eggnog Day. National Eggnog Day invites us to slow down and savor the season. Creamy, spiced, and deeply nostalgic, eggnog is comfort in a cup, a reminder to pause, breathe, and enjoy a moment of indulgence. Whether you sip it traditional, dairy-free, spiked, or not, let it be a small ritual of warmth and rest in the midst of the holiday bustle. If you like eggnog. Last but not least, a night of visual and threshold energy honors the sacred pause between what has been and what is about to be born. This is a liminal night, quiet, powerful, and deeply inward when the world seems to hold its breath. We tend candles, soften our voices, and listen more closely to our intuition, our ancestors, and our own hearts. There is absolutely no need to rush tonight. The magic lives in stillness, in waiting, in trusting that the light knows how to return when the time is right. I like that one. What do you guys think of our holidays today? Excited. That's cool. I love hearing that you get to hang out with the cousins. I agree, John. I want to see everyone around me having a good time. I am not an eggnog fan, have never been an eggnog fan. Yep. I am not sure where eggnog comes from. All I know is it has the same spices as chai tea, and I can't do chai either. There's just something about it. I don't know why. Apparently I'm leaning to the right some today, y'all. And I totally just slurped coffee into the mic. That was bad of me. I'm having a day. How about y'all? And I can't say it's Monday anymore. Technically, it's Tuesday. All right. You sit there. All right. Yay. Let's go play with the cards. Not that I play with the cards, but let's go see what the cards have to tell us today. Who are they going to scream at and call out today? Shall we see? We have the Oracle cards. So take a listen to all of this and let me know what you think. We start with, I was disillusioned. Next, pride keeps us apart. And finally, we have ignoring the pain. And what do these tell us all together? I was disillusioned, believing the grass on the other side truly was greener. Now, pride keeps us apart because I can see the mistake I made, but lack the courage to admit it. Instead, I remain stuck, ignoring the pain, trying to move forward while quietly carrying the weight of a choice I know changed everything. That's our oracles. And the tarot says, what? A moment. The tap tap. Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. All right. A moment of excess leads to a hard lesson, but the damage is already done. Acceptance brings relief, conflict fades, and calm slowly returns. Sometimes the worst ending is also the beginning of peace. Stick around and see what the cards are saying. All right, we start with the Empress reversed. Infertility, miscarriage, and it could be an indication that you were being overindulgent and you may be spending too much money, becoming wasteful. On the other hand, for men, this possibly indicates that you have an overpossessive wife or mother who might be stifling your progress if you don't get the situation in hand ASAP. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. Negative situation has occurred and you need to accept what cannot be changed, but the worst is over. Last but not least, we have the Five of Rods reversed. Relief, calm after conflict. All right. So, the Empress reversed opens this reading by highlighting excess and imbalance, pointing to overindulgence and careless spending that has tipped into wastefulness. The Ten of Swords shows the fallout has already happened, you've gone beyond your means, and now acceptance is required. While it's painful, the worst has passed. With the Five of Rods reversed, tension eases, conflict settles, and a sense of relief arrives as the calm follows the storm. All right, so how badly could you guys hear the doggos? We're curious. Okay, and now, my friends. All right. Now, my friends, let's bring the Oracle and Tarot together into one clear message, my Witchlings, a single stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop a comment and share what resonates with you. All right, so the reading begins with the Empress reversed, revealing a period of disillusionment, excess, and poor judgment, believing the grass was greener elsewhere and indulging beyond healthy limits, especially with money. Pride keeps us apart because it becomes clear here as regret is recognized but difficult to admit. The Ten of Swords confirms the damage has already been done. The painful ending has landed and nothing can undo it now. Yet this card also promises that the worst is over. Finally, the Five of Rods reversed brings relief. Conflict fades, inner battles quiet, and calm replaces chaos as you stop ignoring the pain and allow peace to return. That is our entire reading. And now, my friends, it is time for our affirmation. Our affirmation. I release pride and face the truth with compassion. I accept what has ended, learn from my mistakes, and allow peace to replace conflict. I choose balance, honesty, and calm as I move forward wiser and lighter. That's our affirmation for today. Hey, Rolf. Good. First to remind me of the old. Yes. That works. Monday part 2. Yes. It is Monday 2.0 for some of us. God damn it, just thought of a song. So, Silent Night and I have an interesting relationship. My mother was the church organist, and we had an Iverson Pons upright grand piano from like 1860 or some chiz at home that she practiced on. And we would come home from midnight mass every year. And because we were all jazzed up, we'd gather in what was my room, because that's where the piano was. I have no idea why. But she would play some more Christmas carols as we were winding down to help us wind down. And then they'd get me into bed, and she would wrap the night up by playing Silent Night to put me to sleep. Well, Pavlov rules, and now every time I hear Silent Night, does not matter what time of day it is, I will yawn. And now at times all it takes is thinking about it, and I will yawn. Gotta love it. Vegetable that tastes like a personal insult. What? Sprouts once a year. Okay. You are very welcome, James. Are you referring to bean sprouts? I actually like bean sprouts on sandwiches. All right, let us move on to our self-care cards. We have Namaste. All right, y'all. Namaste reminds us to pay attention to your posture. Do you slouch at a computer, at the dinner table after a long day, or sitting on the couch watching your favorite show? These are the perfect opportunities to practice your posture. Pay attention to your posture and make a concerted effort to straighten up. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and lift your head slightly. Good posture improves oxygen flow through your body and strengthens your core, leaving you feeling revitalized and increasing your sense of power. This improved sense of well-being and strength will help reduce stress and tension. Mind your posture, my friends. That is our namaste. Now we have self-compassion. Self-compassion says, name it and tame it. Bring to mind and body a situation that causes some stress or strife. Can you simply recognize and name it as you breathe your way through it? Possibly, if I'm lucky. That is self-compassion for today. What's up, Sunculp? They do hide the chat from me while I am in the middle of a segment because I am ADHD and will get distracted super easily. All right. So what is your question, my friend? And I keep wanting to add an A to the end of Sunculp. I want it to be Sunculpa. That would require probably me pulling a few cards for you or other things. So my best suggestion is if someone will pop up the link tree, go ahead and hit me up on my website and book a reading with me, and I will be happy to take a look into that for you. I do know that Microsoft is being picky right now. And that's only because I live close to Microsoft and no employees. And there is my link tree. Yay! Same. but Sankalp, Jain. So are you a Jainist? A seed of intention with a religion. That is an interesting choice of names, and I'm just kind of stuck on it. I'm loving the Sankalp as a username, though. That I had not thought about that one. I like it. Okay. Uh-oh. He's typing. Yeah, I'm not an astrologist. If you want astrology, I have an astrologer I can point you at. Oh, by the way, Andrea, Jay is James, one of our regulars here. We like James. James is good people. Oh, and that's funny. I was just talking to Sankalp, and we are moving on to our Sanskrit bit. Please call me out if I'm mispronouncing anything or if I have any of this incorrect. To our Sanskrit bit. Our Sanskrit word of the week is Jyoti. Jyoti reminds us. Jyoti reminds us that the light is often born in the quietest moments. Christmas Eve carries threshold energy, the pause before the arrival, the breath before dawn. Tonight, honor your inner flame by resting, reflecting, and releasing what no longer needs to cross into tomorrow. Your light doesn't rush. It waits, steady and sure, until the moment it's needed most. And that's our Sanskrit bit. Yeah, because I'm turning to look at it. We got to rearrange how things are on my monitor, so I quit turning my head like that then. Sorry, getting direction from my wonderful director here. Once I have room. All right. Oh, we're already to Goddess? How are we already to God? Uh-oh. Okay, we're to Goddess, and I'm not going to get yelled at. Okay, my witchlings. Oh, it is time to honor the goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us today. Our goddess is a Juski, the Basque solar goddess, daughter of the earth, embodied as the radiant disk of the sun and the welcoming eye of the divine. She is warmth, femininity, and renewal made visible, each day rising to embrace her mother in golden light and gathering all life into her glow. Through Iguski, daylight is not just illumination, but a living presence that nurtures, protects, and continually renews the world. Mother Night, the eve before Christmas, marks the sacred moment when the goddess prepares once more to give birth to Iguski and the returning light. This is a time for gratitude, especially toward mothers and all who give life, care, and continuity. Honor Iguski in whatever way feels true to your path, through prayer, song, meditation, or candlelight, and welcome her blessings for the coming year. If you can, rise early and greet the sunrise with open arms, letting her first rays fill your heart with strength, warmth, and the power to meet whatever lies ahead. That's our goddess, my friends. You're good, Mimi. I need to talk to you today, Mimi. I need to chat with you later, Mimi. I has an idea. All right. Take a sip of coffee and then we move on to Zen. It is time for a little moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. All right. We have a single quote today because I didn't feel like reading the entire page. You didn't. All right, so moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. Fundamentally, the marksman aims at himself And it is a quote from Zen in the Art of Archery. All right. That, my friends, is today's little moment of Zen. Yeah, we only had one today because, as I said, I really didn't feel like transcribing the entire page. Good thing I knew where the bookmark was. There we go. Are we ready for today's closing blessing? I think we are. And here is today's closing blessing, my darling witchlings. May you be gentle with yourself as today comes to a close. May truth soften your heart, acceptance ease your mind, and peace settle where conflict once lived. May the lessons you've learned become wisdom, not weight, and may tomorrow meet you calmer, clearer, and ready to begin again. So it is. Our closing blessing. All right. What? All right, my witchlings. It's time to wrap up the show for the day. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. We have a candle. As we open our circle with the extinguishing of our candle, we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who joined us here. Dunk. Ha-ha. And before we go, please remember that this space exists strictly because of our witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors, just shared magic, mutual love, and mutual care, and a whole lot of love, y'all. Do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Tell a friend about us, and join the channel if you can afford it. And my darlings, go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness in this world. Let us please choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. Tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter deeply. Time moves faster than we realize, and the chances to say I love you are never guaranteed. And if you take one thing and one thing only from everything we do here, let it be that you always, always remember. You are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't discovered it yet. I was 45 before I found my path. I love you all to bits. Namaste, my witchlings.